I think if you subscribe to someone's OnlyFans,
which I'm totally fine with putting myself on the list.
Problems later on. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Balance right now, but the point that I'm making is
that I can't make my car
it feels like, I mean, bro,
when you're
I had a
subscribed
fucking...
to 3 people's OnlyFans.
I can't get that far, guy. Yeah.
Here, I'll stun him.
Oh, that's
well, we aggroed the other ones anyway.
He's immune to stun. The Lapro, or that casting guy?
No, he's not immune to stun.
I just tried to Nova.
Must have been a DR then, because I had also stunned him.
Well, that's what I mean. Immune as a DR. He's been DR.
Okay.
Did I hear Carlson? No.
Hunter. I was
Yeah, let me
1v1ing
go
a
back
hunter.
just a bit
Then you
here.
should self-heal, do AoE damage, do single target damage, do cleave, do all the shit. Has the insane ability. Nothing really feels special. Like, change my mind. Mages should just, they should be squishy that can nuke you from afar if they cast an ability at you, right? And they should be able to control you and slow you and CC you. But, like, if you get on them, right, then you should mess them up. It shouldn't be, nah, this mage can self-heal while teleporting, while instinct.
Okay, this entire argument is for PvP, right? Because for PvE, what he's saying is completely wrong. No, I'm not sure about.
I have an issue with people who put on like actual shows and create content.
I'm not sure 100% how it is in PvP, so I can't like comment too much.
That's their entirety of their content.
But for PvE, this is not
I don't know why people would
true
do that
at all. Like what he's saying is 100% wrong for PvE. I'm not sure
Hey,
if it's
I
like
can
that
send
for
that to you for
PvP or
free
not.
if you don't want to spend money.
Casting while doing, you know, I'm not saying mages, to be fair, mages actually seem pretty balanced right now, but the point that I'm making is that it feels like, I mean, bro, I had a fucking hunter. I was 1v1ing a hunter.
Sort of,
the hunter was...
show. I have zero issue with that person choosing to use that as a profession, exercising a skill that they're developing. That's fine. And again, I don't have an issue with the person because I know why the person's doing it. Okay, I got indestructible socketed bracers. That's phenomenal.
Can you trade them or no?
Do you need bracers?
That's the one item I do
Then
need,
yes.
sir.
Here you go, sir.
Sweet. Okay, so we need cloak for Josh.
Jumped
Okay.
off the map.
Cloak for me, glasses for Kale.
There's no bracers that drop in here. Is there a plate bracers
I don't think so.
cloak dungeon? There's gotta be. There's no way there isn't.
The other cloak dungeon was.
There's
Dark
two
Flame
more,
left.
if not
There's
three.
2 more. Yeah, one of them sucks. I mean, I'd take it.
Once my people thrive.
I think we're all just here
Mastery is a
for.
dead stat for me.
I think we're all just here for high level.
Yeah, it's fine. So Cinder Brew or Dark Flame Cloud.
But no more.
Somebody by the back
The
guy.
bats behind us.
Yes, I'm rooted.
And the black
Oh, yeah, that's
blood
right.
will usher in a new
Not a root I
age
can
for
dispel.
Azj-Kahet.
No, you have to kill the little gooey next to me, I think. My back, I mean, some capacity for now. Okay.
literally healing his HP bar to full multiple times over, it felt like. Taking no damage. Spamming. It's like, what? It's a hunter, bro. Why is he doing this? And then simultaneously, I'm a ret paladin, and I'm not. I mean, I don't know. That's supposed to be my niche. It's a ret paladin. It's supposed to be have to do some off heals, and I can't even do it. I mean, whatever, bro. The fact that I'm making it, the point that I'm making is, class design feels bad because they're giving everyone everything. And
I don't know if
that
this is
whole
true. Like, legit,
dominating
it might
niche
be.
thing just doesn't, it's not there. And I think why is that? It's something to do. Everyone in chat says it's to do with Mythic Plus. They want to make everyone OP in Mythic Plus, but like, bro,
For
I don't know,
PvP,
maybe
that
some
is.
classes shouldn't be as good as other classes in Mythic Plus. Just a wild thought, bro, in my opinion. This leads into PvP pacing. Because everyone has like 1 million passive procs and hots and dots and all sorts of stuff, that what happens when you press like a button on a guy, well then they have to like slow down the PvP massively. They're gonna nerf everyone's damage, because if they just like, you press this button, it did 5 things and it just one-shot someone, well that's not gonna be good for the game, right? Because it's way too complicated. You know, you attack and it does 500 different abilities
Got
that
my rotation.
proc of each other. It's just not, doesn't work. So then what happens is,
Oh, is this going to be the
All
fucking,
your buttons when you press them, they don't feel meaningful, right? You press your buttons, pressing your burst button, you're pressing your damage button.
room slowly fills with all
They're
the
just taking slow damage, like
shadow
this
shit on the
slow.
ground.
You can't even feel like I'll like have all my shit
no,
up,
it's
all my
that worm
cooldowns
boss
are up.
from
They're in a stun. They got no cooldown up. I'm like, all right, here we go.
What was adrenaline where you gotta stand in the shit to
Alright.
not get
Not
pulled
get pulled
into
in.
the guy?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So hold up, did we find either one of those 2 dungeons that's a winner?
I have not.
Sorry, it was Cinderbrew had the shit one, right? It was
Cinderbrew
Cleft was the one
and
you wanted?
Darkflame Cleft have cloaks.
Cleft has
Also, Stone Vault has a cloak, and it's haste mastery.
class.
So there are 4
paladin,
cloak dungeons.
slots.
I
There are
didn't
no
realize
risks
that one.
inside of Cleft.
Okay.
No risks.
What about Stone Vault and Cinderbrew?
Cinderbrew has risks. Crit haste risks inside Cinderbrew. And Stonevolt does not have
Plate
risks.
one?
Yeah, plate risks. In Cinderbrew.
What about Stone Vault?
No plate risks in Stonevolt.
So the only overlap is Cinderbrew?
Yeah, it's fine.
Mastery crit. Well, this is low on mastery.
Priory has risks,
Yeah.
but doesn't have plate. Sorry, doesn't have a cloak.
Okay, so Cinderbrew.
You got Cinderbra.
Back to Doran Isles.
This is going to be massive. Big crit. This guy's about to get wrecked. Boom, I attack. Nothing happens. And the pacing is just heinous. Like, heinous. And I think this is because of the fact that they've just, you know, got the classes to the point where this is what we're dealing with. Like, it's just so bloated. Like, I think less is more. I think that we should be doing far less things. That should be far less procs happening, far less abilities proccing other, and they should be doing a lot more. Like, I should press my Templar's Verdict, right? And if my wings are up, I should see their HP go down by like 20%, 30%. I should see a rogue doesn't eviscerate on me, full combo points. I don't have a defensive cooldown up. It should chunk the fuck out of me. Not like, you know, whatever it is now where you go in and it's just like 2 guys and then fucking 5 pets fly out. It's like dots going everywhere, fucking beams, laser beams, hammers flying out, and just like both of our HP bars are kind of slowly moving, and you're like, well, I don't know, it's just not good. In my opinion,
So basically, he wants
I'm at the
classic
Cinderbrew memory.
PvP back.
in terms of speed, like what is a
Right.
good speed? My litmus test, I think, I was trying to kind of like get this into a sentence where you can understand it. I think if
Yeah, you
you're in
idiots.
PvP and you're 2 equally geared players, and they're both really geared up, if a rogue was to do a full kidney shot on the other player, and the other player is not a tank, use no defensive cooldowns, doesn't trinket, does nothing, just stands there and just does the kidney shot, and that guy should die in the kidney shot. That's what I believe. If they do nothing, don't get peeled, nothing happens, and they have no defensive, they didn't do anything to stop it from happening, they should die.
I mean, he's not wrong about
So
that.
not like insta-gibbing, but like, you know, people can die. And then, I don't know if you tried some battle.
I will say, whenever I've like popped in to watch even just a moment of AWC and shit, like it is literally just health bars that constantly yo-yo nonstop, and people just don't die for like 20 minutes. So like I get where he's coming from, but he clearly wants the old, slower, not so much self-survivability model of OG PvP, right? That's what he's saying.
Battlegrounds in terms of PvP pacing, healers, specifically.
So I don't think he's wrong saying this. I think he needed to preface this entire video to say, by the way, this video is about PvP, for starters, because a lot of these takes are completely wrong as far as the either entirety of the game or especially PvE.
I mean, priests are the worst right now, but like whatever, I don't know. Just healers in general. Any expansion
Nemesis.
where healers
As
can indefinitely keep people alive while casting instant spells only and using no cooldowns, that's just bad and it feels awful. Because what happens is you just get like, you know, 2 teams of players running in. Everyone's at full HP, everyone's just spamming AoE, and you know, you're all just doing all these little procs, and
Like
everyone's just
noodles on the
cleaving each
way.
other. It's like some PvE battle, like you're in like a Mythic Plus basically, and then everyone's just sitting at full life until eventually one of the healers goes and then you know, people slowly die, and that's just the most unfun shit ever. It should be like, nah, you know, you get a full poly on that healer, everyone bursts this guy, he dies, or you like stun a guy and you can kill him. But you know, I had situations where it was 5v1 and we're fighting a backpedaling priest who has no idea what he's doing, no idea. He's like just hitting his face and just pressing like the random keys, and because of the fact that damage is so low, because they reduced it so much in PvP, and because instant cast spells are so OP, he's able to just slowly backpedal and just heal himself to full over and over again. And that it just feels dog shit. But overall, PvP just feels awful right now. And the main reason, in my opinion, why is that?
Kill this shit we got first.
I think it's PvP gear scaling. It's the new system. It's dog shit. It's a failed system. And I think it actually is the fundamental most bad thing they've done for PvP in the game, period. And what is that? That's some system where basically you get to max level, which takes leveling like for 3 hours. I mean, that's a whole other issue altogether. You get to max level, you do BGs for 5 hours. You get your entire honor set. And then you get this gear which says scales to 626. And it's better than all other gear that's not PvP gear, but specifically for PvP. So it completely trivializes any gear that's not PvP gear for PvP. So it effectively means every single person's the same, because it's presumably you can play the game for 5 hours over the period of a weekend.
It takes for like a million a second.
Gearing is irrelevant. It doesn't matter, because everyone effectively scales to the same level. And it means all PvE gear,
literally a regrowth
dog shit.
Spam
all Mythic Plus gear, dog shit. All any sort of, like, you know, this is specific crafted like gear. Dog shit. And what is that? It's just a template, bro. It's just literally like, hey, guess what? You're playing an MMORPG, which is supposed to be about like gearing items and stuff.
There should be nothing in the game.
You get to like get your character leveled up, and you get a templated character. So you're just playing a normal generic dude. Maybe you can select a few of the secondary stats, so you can be like, maybe you guys are a little bit more haste or a little bit more crit. But generally speaking, you're just playing a templated character. And then you're like, oh, but wait, I can go to PvE and get like some fucking badass trinket or something and take it into PvP. You can't, because the trinkets, A, don't scale up, and B, they put a 2-set trinket bonus on the PvP trinkets that completely shit on all the PvE trinkets. And in my opinion, this is just terrible. It's terrible. It's awful for the game.
But so he's saying he wants you to be able to have PvE trinkets matter in PvP, right? I kind of zoned out, so I didn't die. Or I didn't zone out, but I was making sure I didn't die again.
Because they make the PvP gear super tanky, super slow paced. They make all of the fun, cool PvE gear completely useless. So now, like, any reason why you might consider, hey, let me go into a raid and go and get a piece of gear and take that into PvP. It's just it's pointless. You're wasting your time. You're better off spending 30 minutes and just getting the honor gear than you would ever going into doing PvE for Mythic Plus or raiding. Like, some of the best times in WoW, in my opinion, you know, I'm thinking back, Wrath of the Lich King, bro, getting a death ring as well, and just getting that trinket that turns you into like a Viking dude and gives you like fuck tons of armor penetration and all this shit, and you get that trinket, like, you know, you're going and you're raiding every week. It's literally in-game content. You're engaged. You're excited for the moment where you kill this boss because you're hoping to get the sloot.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird because you just like.
It doesn't drop. But every time you do it there, you get past that stupid gunship battle. You get to the boss. You kill him. Eventually, they drop the bolt and you win it. You then take that into the battle round, and you take that in the arena, and you start dominating people, and it feels so fucking good, bro. It feels so fucking satisfying. Yeah, it's a bit gimmicky, a bit of a meme, not like the perfect balance or whatever, but who gives a fuck? This is an MMORPG. This isn't a fucking esport. You should not be balancing the game like it's an esport. You should be making it fun. And now, okay, you have the other extreme end where you have like, you know, just using Wrath of the Lich King. I'm not like a Wrath Andy, by the way. My favorite expansion was not for like.
Okay, so hold up, man. So basically, he wants PvP gearing to be from PvE, right? Which creates a whole other issue of meta argument with this, of his issues with the game for PvE that don't actually exist, or with the game that don't exist in PvE. Anyways, let's put that aside for a sec. There's a reason that they did away with that years and years ago, and it's because PvP players fucking hated having to PvE for the best gear. This is once again a very classic take, right? This is why they did away with this.
These explosive brews will wipe us. We're not careful.
I see.
They hurt a lot. That was not the button I meant to hit.
Oh, this will help clear it. So that's basically what he wants. Now, there's a reason they did away with that. At any time they've considered any form of PvE gear counting for PvP, since then it's been met with mass resistance, right? I mean, you know, you can't fault him for having this opinion. If that's what he prefers, that's what he prefers. But there's a reason it's not that way, and there's a reason it's probably never going to be that way again. And there's probably a reason why all the PvP players ganged up on him for this video, and it's because of takes like this. Alright? The thing is, like, I don't think he realizes how this game is now for PvE,
Jesus.
which is nothing like it used to be for Classic, when he says that he wants you to gear from PvE. I don't think he'd be saying that if he knew how the game is in PvE. And where you get the best gear and the kind of commitment you need for the best gear. I don't think he understands that. So this is, once again, a very nostalgic Classic take, for sure. 100%.
Cinderbrew was my personal directive, my passion. She's ruining everything.
I'll pause in a sec, just wanna not fucking die.
An elemental made of mead? Oh, my Cinderbrew. Nerubians are one thing, but I cannot process this.
He doesn't need to die.
Dude, I've been holding 1,000,000 DPS for like 5 minutes.
Why?
Let it go, man. Just let it go.
Okay.
PvP, but my favorite expansion overall was like Legion. You know, I'm like a Legion, Mop, Wrath kind of guy, you know, whatever.
What PvP system existed in Legion? I think that was the last time they ever attempted.
Oh, that's fun.
I think that was the last time they ever attempted to do PvE gearing in Legion, right? In PvP. Or am I misremembering? I don't remember how the PvP system was exactly then. Or Legion was templates, yeah. Oh yeah, Legion had no PvE gearing, isn't that right?
That meat elemental
Yeah,
took
that's
months
actually
of
incredibly
our
nice
day.
knife.
You
It
goody
is.
goodies, don't
Wait, what do you have?
you're dealing with.
I have a 571
You
that's
do any
reverse.
more damage?
I mean, I have a haste master. It's just low haste, high mass. But if you want this, you could have it. Bigger stat swap for you than for me.
Thank you, then.
Did you already put those bracers on?
The ones that I traded you?
Not the ones that dropped in this dungeon moments ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did. Wait. Did
But-
I? No, I didn't. No, I got them right here.
Do you? I mean, I have the ones in the
Possibly a
socket.
free shard. I'm fine.
Are you not gonna? You're gonna shard them?
I would keep them because they're mastery over haste as opposed to haste over mastery, but I have haste over mastery, so like
Okay.
a minor.
Mine are. I definitely don't want the crit. I prefer that haste.
Yeah, sure. No, here.
But
I don't
you know,
really
I'm
care
not.
you got solid.
I'm not saying the game should be exactly Wrath of Lich King. I don't think it should. I think Wrath had plenty of problems.
Do it.
But like, yeah,
do.
we don't want two people.
Next swap
Wait,
is
wait.
Major.
Have we figured out what boss Kale needs? Like, can we just reset this and go again, or does he need 3 or 4?
Kale needs.
Because Josh needs 1, right?
Yeah, I need
Need
first
Big
boss.
Busby, third boss.
Third boss.
Well, we could just do that boss second from now on.
Yeah, because we can choose what
Yeah.
direction we go.
Okay.
Running with Shadowmourns, just absolutely annihilating everyone while they backpedal, right? Because, so for sure, some items
I don't mind. clearing
should
this
be
place.
like maybe nerfed in rated arenas and rated places. Now, that should only be the case in rated.
Those are drops you need off the last
Everywhere else, all the gear should work.
I mean, it's,
And on top of that, the
again,
gear,
it's a
all the
pay
shit that
safety
isn't
valor
completely
kind of
broken,
situation.
that
That's
should
why
also
it's
work in rated.
so-
Changed my mind.
Okay.
And vice versa,
The only piece that I
PvP
needed
gear
that was
shouldn't
like,
scale
hey, I
up.
can't actually
That system should be
upgrade
deleted,
this
and the
in, like, a
PvP
major
gear should
way
just be
was
good.
pants.
So what I mean by that,
pieces
so
have been helpful because
obviously you
they
should have to get
were inside the
PvE
gates.
gear and take it to PvP and it should be good.
Hey, I cannot
Vice
upgrade
versa, you
PvP.
should have to get PvP gear. So if you're good enough
It wasn't the adventure
to get to a
track or
high
whatever.
rating to
Yeah,
get the
I need- I just
PvP
want
weapon,
stuff at least
you
on
can then
adventure,
get that
so
weapon
if I'm
and take it
grinding
into a mythic
power,
rate
I
and
can
fuck
just
shit up
rank stuff
early
up
because you got like an
easy.
early.
Bro, isn't that the way it is? Did they change it? I mean, that's how it was in like SL. Did they change it for Dragonflight? I'm pretty sure that's how it was in Dragonflight too.
We'll just make mythic stuff so much
Is that not how it is this expansion now too? Like actually, I don't know. It's not a loaded question. I'm not. That's how it used to be, right? Is that not? Has that changed this expansion?
Oh my god, it's so slow.
No, I was just saying, you found something very dangerous.
Oh my god, I'm new.
early game weapon sooner than everyone else did, because you can also, you're like a, you've spent time to get good at the PvP end game, and you've also spent time to get good at the PvE end game. You should be rewarded for that. And guess what? That does it. That cross pollination gets people. This is like a huge thing because PvP is dying, bro. It's fucking going down. Do you know why? Because there's no reason to go in there anymore. Because this stupid trash system, which like takes the RPG elements out of the fucking MMORPG, which is like question mark. And people are like, well, why the fuck would I go to PvP? There's nothing there for me. There's no loot. I don't even like it. People kill me, and I'm trying to heal, and they kick my cast. I don't like that. Why would you step out of your comfort zone if there's nothing there to incentivize you out? So yeah,
They should be free gathering pollen in the forest.
just delete the PvP gear scaling. It's literally gear templates, right? It's just stat templates with a couple extra steps. Like, oh yeah, I found this gear out, bro. Took me 5 hours, bro, and now I've got a stat template. Trash. And you're gonna hear people complain about it and say, well, that's just shit and it's imbalance. Yep. Fuck them, dude. Fuck them. This is an MMORPG. This isn't a fucking esport. If you go play League of Legends, if you want the game to be perfectly balanced, go play League of Legends. And guess what? If you
Perfectly balanced League of Legends. Okay, so the issue with what he's saying here is that, okay, so the meta issue with this entire thing, there's several, but I'll mention one now, is that Quinn has not kept up with any World of Warcraft changes since he kind of played in Legion, and since he claims he binged the game, and it's his highest played game ever, and blah, 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 which is probably like, I don't know when the fuck that was. Wrath of the Lich King for him, maybe, because he keeps talking about it. So he has a lot of takes that just don't make sense, or they do make sense, but he doesn't understand why they're not like that anymore. There's a reason why you're not forced to PvP and forced to PvE cross-pollinate. It's because everyone hated it. It's because they tried to do it several times and nobody liked it, except for the 1% like him, right? Who can go play
I have one ring
Classic
slot that's
as a result.
558, boots are 558, belt is 558.
Those wings, darling.
Played SL a bit.
Nah, it's,
Oh yeah, season 1 when he got carried by Snuts for a few weeks.
Again, like I said, I can just Valor upgrade them.
But there's a reason why these things are like that, right? Now, again, you can't fault him for wanting it a certain way. That's fine. You can have whatever opinion you'd like. But you need to understand why that doesn't exist anymore. And it has nothing to do with, like, the developers are doing something that people don't want. In fact, the developers are doing something that people do want because they tried doing something that people don't want, the people rebelled against it, right?
Oh, we got wrists. First try.
Might as well kill the last boss this time, because it's like one trash pulling boss for 30 Valor. And then after that, we just farm the first boss, yeah?
Sure. Get the cloak.
if you're doing one of the tournaments, right? If you're doing the
Or you go to the other
AWC
dungeon, do the
World of
cloak.
Warcraft Cup,
Either way.
okay, cool. Then you can have your templated character on a tournament realm.
What
You're
is
in a
it just
tournament
the
realm,
cloak pit?
and
Sorry?
Is it just my cloak pit still on the list?
Yep.
We can find a haste cloak. I could use it. I have crit mastery cloak.
I mean, like I said, I'll take other upgrades out of the place, but
Yeah.
I don't need another upgrade out of the place.
I mean, I would like to prep my DK for running these, and once he's prepped, I don't care where we go because I probably use things from everywhere, but I don't think he's a
I
vital.
clearly did not click on the beam. Come up to you guys.
Click the B.
Here's the bee that I
It's
clicked.
got none of that
Takes
broken
the
shit there.
slowest path possible up here.
I I was looking at the loot thing because we were talking about loot stuff, and I did not go to the loot.
It's just mono v mono, and you can see who's the best gamer, whatever. But let the people playing the MMORPG have fun in the MMORPG. Like, I want to be able to get my Vial of Shadows and fuck some guy out with it. I want to be able to get my PvE weapon and take it to PvP. Or I want to be able to get my, because I'm good at PvP and I can get to a high rating, I want to be able to take that PvP gear into PvE or into M+, or take M+ gear into PvP. You know, you get any which way. The systems should complement each other. They shouldn't be totally against each other.
Can't you do? Hold up. Can't you do that now outside of very top end gear? It's like you can use PvP gear in PvP and PvE, right? It's not like it literally prevents you from doing so. So I don't get it. Like that does exist now. So like, what is this argument? I think it's only the tippy tip of equipment that you can't cross pollinate, but even then I think you can, right? Isn't like gladiator gear like equal to mythic gear minus the last 2-3 bosses or whatever? I don't know why I thought I needed to soak that red thing instead of completely dodge it.
Another huge reason.
Sweet.
Congrats, man. You got a BOP.
You can, but it's lower eye level due to PvP scaling. Yeah, but do you think that matters for Quinn? Like a player like Quinn? Like, I don't mean that rudely. I mean, is Quinn going to be doing hardcore mythic raiding anytime soon? Like, no. Are the majority of the people he's referring to going to be doing hardcore mythic raiding or anything like that anytime soon? No. So the lower eye level doesn't really fucking matter for the majority of players in these games. The fact is, you can do that.
Yeah, this should probably be higher in priority. Actually, I mean, straight up just remove this thing higher in priority. Another huge thing that is wrong with WoW, bro, and that makes WoW shit in the current year is the WoW token. Just delete it from the game. Straight up. Do an economy reset. I don't know, make gold redundant. I don't know. The WoW token...
Honestly, this will be, because this is the first boss, this will be the easiest one to just farm real quick. Or also, I don't mind, like, it's the only piece that I need, and I will probably not be doing another character, like, as soon as Ted is, so I don't mind if Ted wants to get his dude prepped. And then after he gets his dude prepped, I'll join on this character.
I don't know what my dude prepped entails, though, because I need to get eye level. It could take a while. Could not take a while.
It doesn't have to be the night.
Right, yeah,
also,
that's what I mean.
also for what it's worth, actually, since we're manually queuing, I can actually zone in at any eye level. It'll just be a little slower.
True, true.
I just realized. So if we want to do the dungeon that Joss wants to do, that's totally fine with me. Just need like 5 minutes to get my bearings straight with the DK.
The ideal cloak for me is either from the one we were doing before this one or from Dark Flame Cleft.
Dark Flame would
I
have
have
a waste.
many lucky doos. You like?
All right, well, it sounds like I'm going to my DK regardless, so let me give Josh lead or something.
Yeah, go for it.
Is so shit. It's so shit. It
It hits the
kills
WoW
See,
token.
the
straight up.
Arakara one is very slightly better, but that's just because it has slightly more crit. It's like fucking 20 stat difference.
I'll turn the boys up after this video's done. I keep
dropped the
increasing the
waste
video
from,
volume in order to overpower them,
Dark
so
Flame.
you shouldn't have too much trouble hearing them after this. But if you do, I can turn it
Technically,
up again
Stone
after
Vault, even though it has mastery, it also has haste, and haste is my top stat.
Many deals for
that. All right, this guy's done in gearing, general gearing at least for now. We'll have to do rep grind for all the tunes later, but
May your feet find good
luckily
treasure.
it's
Vault
Warband,
Beauty
so
Vault.
everybody gets the same rep.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really nice book.
I mean, I don't get much out of mastery, unfortunately, in either spec.
Huge portion of the in-game, maybe like half of the in-game for me,
Gotta look at
used
what
to be like
characters are
grinding
from
gold. I
characters
liked
from
getting gold.
done that,
I had characters that had multiple professions,
What's
and I'd
your
filter
DK
all these
thing?
things. I would have herbs, and I would mill the herbs, and I would turn the herbs into glyphs, and I would sell the glyphs, and I'd do all this shit. Why would you do gold
it's
farming,
probably
professions, you know, carries, all sorts of things that you could do to earn gold whenever you spend time, like you could spend like 3 hours farming gold, or you could just work at like a minimum wage job for, you know, for the equivalent of 10 minutes to farm like 3 hours. I don't know, the ratio is insane, right? Unless you're like literally in a world first guild and you're selling like the first mounts where you sell them for like, you know, gold cap per mount or some stupid shit like that. It's pretty much never worth farming gold. You're always better off to just earn real life money and then, you know, from the corporeal realm, and then spend it, put it into, and then get the money out. It basically kills off entire end games, in my opinion. Like I am a proficient Andy. I love professions. I love that, bro. Professions where you get like special perks and bonuses for having that profession leveled up, and then you can use that inside of rated battlegrounds and stuff. Like, you know, man, fuck yes, bro. Dude, I'm actually sad, dude. I'm straight up sad they removed engineering from PvP arenas. Straight up, dude. That's how much of a fucking proficient Andy I am. But guess what? I've done this. You know, just what I haven't interacted with at all. This entire expansion, and that, you know, whenever I tried Dragonflight, same deal. Professions, because why the fuck would I? I could just get everything that I could want from the profession just by spending, like, you know, $30 on a WoW token.
I mean, it's not wrong about this in theory, right? Like,
get all my gems.
To be fair,
and it's just more efficient. And to me, that's like sad.
No,
because
but a
that's
lot of
just
people do
reason
professions
to
because
not
it's
play
fun
the
and they
game
want to
now.
earn
It's just
gold
another
that
thing
way.
that I
But,
could do and I could be enjoying doing.
but yes, you can
But I
literally
can't
do that if you
because
want.
I just feel stupid.